so much for stopping by. In case this is your first time, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Miriam. I'm a Kenyan journalist and I specialize on telling the African stories. I cover the current affairs across Africa, and usually I'm just curious to know and to just discuss and expound and find out and explore the position of Africa and how people in the international system. That is something that really excites me. Now, before we go even further, please do me a favor. If you have not subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it. It will only take you 2 seconds and I am willing to wait. As you do that, can you see the button? Have you subscribed? You have? Great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm just trying to grow this platform and I cannot do it without your help. And so I appreciate if you have done that. Okay, thank you so much. And so a couple of years ago, I embarked on a journey of change after discovering that how I was doing things and the strategies I was using and how I was living my life perhaps was not going to get me what I wanted, or where I'm planning to go, or where I know I can go and how far I know I can reach. And so I had to really do an introspective conversation with myself, and I discovered that since how I was working on the things that I was doing were not working, a few of them were not working for me, so I had to embark on a process of change. And I discovered that change is not just one aspect of our lives. Change demanded that a total overhaul of how I used to do life, a complete overhaul. And so I'm still on that journey. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to do better. I'm still trying to discover the best version of myself. So I'm a work in progress, and that is the best news. And the other best news that I am discovering again is that change is not a destination. Change is a continuous process that you must commit to for you to lead a life, for you to sustain a life, for you to be the kind of person that you know you can be, and for you to achieve the kind of things that you know you can achieve. Then you must totally and completely commit to the process of change, because things change, and be open to new perspectives. Because I could be knowing something yesterday, and then today I read something, or I watch something, or I talk to somebody, and they completely open my perspective in terms of how I was looking at this thing. And so I must be willing and must be flexible to change and to adapt. And that's how you survive, that's how you evolve, and that's how you grow as a person. So it is a process that sometimes is quite uncomfortable and quite demanding, but I am committed, and I hope that you are committed too, so that we are able to get to the space that we know we can get and live our best life. That is the hope I have for myself, and that is my wish for you too. All right. And so in the process of change, I discovered that words do have a meaning, and words are very powerful, and how we use the words, our choice of words, do matter, and especially when we are angry. I'll tell a very quick story. About over 14 years ago, this person, very close person to me, and they were used to being very mean. And so one time, as they were engaging in this tirade of calling me names and all that, I had had enough, because usually I would just employ a strategy of just being quiet. I was like, whatever, I don't care whatever it is that they're saying. I know I'm not that. I know that's not who I am. So I know myself, and so whatever. They can say whatever they want to say. It does not matter. But this particular day, I think I had heard it. And so I walked away as they were talking, and then I came back. And when I came back, I said certain things that were mean, to add on to the meanness that I was getting, just to counter that, okay? And at that moment, as they were rambling, they stopped. And so I realized that I have hit a chord, all right? And so they were quiet. So I walked away, went to do other things. But immediately I walked away from that space, the level of uncomfortability that was in my spirit, it did not sit right, because that is not who I was. And so I walked back and I apologized. And I said, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean to say those words. That is not what I think you are, and so I apologize. I didn't mean it like that. And so this person said, no, you meant it because you never speak what you don't mean. Never mind the fact that before what I said, they had been saying very mean things to me. So anyway, they were not ready to receive my apology, but in my heart, I know I did not mean it. But the fact that I made them feel the way they felt and I hurt their feelings. In fact, I put my feelings aside and I was just concerned that what I said really affected them. And I felt really bad. I forgot about everything else they had said prior to that, because I can only take responsibility for me and for what I say. And so I felt very bad. And so since then, over 14 years ago, I made a commitment within myself that I will never use my words as a weapon. If I have nothing nice to say, truly and honestly, nothing nice to say about you and to you, because I also don't know how to be phony, then I will be quiet. I will say nothing. I'd rather say nothing than say some things that will destroy you, that will discourage you, that will bring down your dreams, that will mess up your self-esteem and end up messing up your future, because you don't understand. Words have power. I know so many people who are walking today, adults, grown men and women, who are still stuck in teenagehood over things that their mother said, their father said, or somebody that had authority said these things in their lives, and created this wound that is still there and is still touchy, and they still have to deal with, and really affected how they looked at themselves and how they live their lives. Words are powerful. Oh my God, words are so powerful. And so I realized that day, okay? And so I'm usually very aware. I'm very aware about what I say. I'm very aware, especially in situations where I am annoyed. The best next thing I do is just walking away or just being quiet. If I cannot have a rational conversation or an argument, I'm not going to have that conversation. I'm not talking. I know it's not healthy, maybe even borders passive aggression, but I'd rather that and talk when I know I am at a level-headed space where I can actually make sense and be coherent and say things that I mean, than operate within emotions and then go and create more damage than I even intend. When God sends people your way, please let them not leave your space wounded because of how you spoke to them, because you used your words as a weapon. You weaponized your words to demean them, to take away their human dignity, to call them out of their name. That should not be the case, and we will be answerable. Okay, we will be answerable. And so I just wanted to just put that out there, and let's operate in an awareness that what we say indeed does matter. It can build and it can absolutely destroy in ways that we might not even ever imagine.